everybody. I don't get to see you all in school, so I'm sorry, but you're here for a while. So please don't fall asleep. I will take it personally.
Can you give Gianna and Monica an insert in the dictionary?
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe like words or... Wait, yeah, should there be like big words?
Yeah, I don't like those.
No? We'll sit down
It's okay.
So for 4 years now, I've been able to call myself a member of the Ocean Township girls basketball team. I can't really stand up here and get across to you exactly how much that has meant to me, but I'm gonna have to try, because everyone else did. 4 years of high school basketball is an invaluable experience. 4 years of Ocean Township girls high school basketball is something so much more than that. I've been able to call myself a part of a community unlike any other I've ever encountered or ever expect to encounter. Each day, I found a new reason to love the game I've been playing for a huge portion of my life, and that's not surprising considering the amazing people I got to share my experience with. Thank you to Bianca and Alyssa for being great managers and keeping everything going behind the scenes. Coach Lubicic, you are new this year, but you tried your hardest to contribute to the team not only as a coach, but as a friend to all its members. You had great advice and suggestions to offer while we were on the court, but you were always available to talk to and laugh with before or afterwards, and helped make my last year a really great experience. So thank you so much for that. Coach Samples, you have been my coach for the past 4 years. You have constantly motivated me with your interest and faith in my capability, both on and off the court, justified or unfounded. Thank you for investing so much of your time, but more importantly, yourself, in teaching us not only how to play basketball, but how to view life and proceed into the future. You have taught me personally so much, and I would like to thank you for helping to shape my high school experience in such a positive way. Now it's time to talk to you guys. Whether it's been for 1 year or for 4 years, I've had the privilege to be able to call myself your teammate and friend. And although we won't be playing together anymore, I hope you always consider me that way. I've told you guys this on multiple occasions, but I can't thank you enough for how welcome you have made me feel. I never realized that I'm from a different smart school, as you persist in calling it, from you guys, whether I'm in the locker room or out on the court. You've made me a member of your community, and I've been able to experience the best kind of people that Ocean Township has to offer. And I thank you guys so much for that. And this starts with the underclassmen. All of you are so incredibly promising with so much talent to offer to the team and to the school community that you're from. Laura, Angel, and Diana, only one of which is here today. You guys were new this year to the Ocean Township basketball community, but I'm very glad that you joined it. You are all such sweet, hardworking girls, and I've loved talking to you and getting to know you this year. Veronica and Gianna. I mentioned you together because you guys are inseparable, but I'm pretty sure you each have enough personality to fill your own speech on your own. Even walking into tryouts at the beginning of the season, you guys added so much to the team. I really think I wasn't intimidating enough to you guys because I was not like that as a freshman. I don't think any of us were, but I guess it's a good thing. Maybe. You were always ready to say exactly what you think, which has led to some interesting moments this year, and you're both very, very talented players with a lot of potential. Gianna in particular, I know I talked to you a lot this year, and you're probably a little relieved to be rid of me, but I can't wait to see how you progress as an athlete in the future. Carolyn, though you've been a little on the quiet side this year, I really appreciate your sense of humor. And don't worry, I notice you laughing in the corner of the locker room at whatever weird situation is happening. You're one of those people that says little and does the most, whether it involves just bringing the ball rack into the gym or constantly creating movement on the court. I know you're going to be very successful both on the court and in real life, and I can't wait to see what you accomplish. Tashika, you are just something else. I love being around you and how ridiculous and out there you are. You're just a fun person to be around, and I'm going to miss laughing at all the strange things you say, along with your spot-on impression of me doing the national anthem. While I'm doing the national anthem. Sarah and Shane, you girls are both so sweet, and I always see you smiling, which always brightens my day. You have great senses of humor, you know how to find the fun in everything, and I've loved playing with you guys in the past few years. Jen, I love your sarcasm in our little corner of the locker room, and you underclassmen better watch out because she's going to be taking over and she's not going to take anything from you guys, and I'm excited to see what happens. Keep them in line. Now Caitlin, you are now officially the token agent, in addition to being the best dancer and the easiest to fit in the locker. You more than anyone else, understand and relate to my obsession with Beyonce, which is enough to say how awesome you are in the first place. But really, Caitlin, you're so full of happiness and bubbliness all the time, and you make my day better just by being around. So thank you so much for just being you, locker buddy. Danielle. I didn't realize it as much until this year, but you are one of the funniest people I've ever met. I don't know if you intend to be, but you are. You don't care what anyone thinks of you, and as a result, you have such an awesome time living life. Whether it's screaming, not singing, the lyrics to What Makes You Beautiful, or bringing the ball up the court, you put 100% of yourself into everything you do. And I've loved playing with you. But I don't think you should ever be allowed to have caffeine and or sugar. Ever. That's just no. Now, Taylor. When I first started thinking about what to say to you, I realized I was basically just writing your resume for you. So instead of talking about everything that you've accomplished, which we all know is a lot, I'm just going to talk about the person that you are. I'm so happy that you decided to play with us this year because I have learned so much from you as an athlete and a person. As a fellow vocational schooler, you understand the extra time commitment it meant to join this team on top of all your other activities, but you put all of yourself into every game or practice you came to. You know how to appreciate life and its opportunities, and I've rarely met someone as resourceful, caring, and optimistic as you are. Just as you have faith in life, I have faith in you, and I can't wait to point to the TV screen one day and say I knew you once. And now, for my upperclassmen. You're such an extraordinary group of talented students and athletes, and I can't believe I played my last season with you girls. Sarah, I'm gonna miss you so much. I'm gonna miss coming to practice and hearing your unfailingly cheery voice saying, "How was school today, Eesh?" I'm gonna miss your, "Here we go!" and your, "Whoop whoop!" But most of all, I'll miss playing with you and the enthusiastic way you jump into the game. You put all of yourself into everything you attempt, and you're so talented that I know you'll go really far. Talking to you always brightens my day, and I hope to be able to do so often, even if it won't be in the locker room or on the court anymore. Thank you so much for always going out of your way to make me feel welcome. Now for the other juniors. Oh, wait, never mind. Okay. Now I get to talk about you guys, my seniors. For 4 years now, we've played freshman, then junior varsity, then varsity basketball. Sorry. All three of you have so much to offer the colleges that you're going to, as students and athletes, but also just because of who you are. Gianna, you are an incredibly motivated and responsible person. As an athlete, you invest all of yourself into every player possession, and it's an amazing thing to watch how much passion you have for the game you play, whether it's basketball or softball. You're also a born leader because you take it upon yourself to lead by example and have the same expectations of everyone else. Beyond all that, however, you're such a caring and insightful person, and definitely very patient for having put up with my endless texts, requests for rides, and paranoid questions. I don't know if you know this, but you're basically the reason I performed the national anthem for the first time, which was also the first time I sang in public at all. So thank you so much for that, because it's changed me so much. I always love talking to you because you're so mature and mindful of life, but also know how to have fun and laugh. I'm a better athlete in person for having played with you, so thank you so much for giving me that opportunity. Laura, I want to thank you first for something you told me last year. You walked up to me after tryouts and took me aside and told me that even if I was a little discouraged to be playing JV, it was a great opportunity for me to just get time to enjoy playing the game and show what I was capable of. You don't know just how much that changed my perspective of last year, nor how much more I enjoyed playing. You always look out for your teammates and friends, and you don't hold back from saying what you want to say. You're straightforward and honest, and it's great being around you, because that also means your constant comments are hilarious. Pasta parties with you are especially entertaining, during the short periods of time when you're not eating. Thank you for going out of your way to make me feel comfortable, and thank you for making me learn to love the game of basketball even more than I did in the first place. Jenna, you were the first out of everyone to talk to me outside of basketball practice, and you don't know how grateful I was for that, especially at that moment. I don't think I said a word my entire freshman year until you started talking to me, and I'm honored by how much you trust me and believe in me. You always have my back, and you have more faith in my capabilities than I ever will. You understand me better than most of the friends I've made in high school, and you always know when I need a boost or a quick joke to make me feel better. Your texts always make me want to cry, and being around you is always so much fun. Whether it's sharing our love for Beyonce or bonding over Harry Potter, you relate to me so well, and I can't thank you enough for how much better you've made my experience in this program. The three of you are all such extraordinary individuals, and it's been a privilege to be on a team with you. After 4 years, to use the cliche, we're going our separate ways, but I know this won't be the last time we see each other. Thank you for all the memories you've allowed me to share with you, for all you've helped me, and just know that I'll always be there for any of you if you ever need me. Besides the people on our side of the court, Ocean Township basketball is gifted with such an awesome support group full of friends and family. My family, for example, never fails to be in the stands for any game, whether I play 1 minute or the whole game. You might hear my mom exclaiming, "What a lovely player!" And you have probably all heard my dad shouting, "Shoot! Shoot! Come on!" or miming it wildly from the stands. Hey, that day, my aunt, thank you for coming to my games when you could and always being up for a game during the summer. Vibu, thank you for never holding back with your constructive criticism. And Appa, thank you so much for passing on your love for this game and investing so much of yourself into my experience with it. Thank you to both my parents also for driving me back and forth to away games day after day and year after year. Still not my permit. Without you, I wouldn't have had this opportunity. Thank you to all of the family out there tonight. Year after year, the investment all of you put into our team has really made this an experience to remember. This year is unique in that I see many of my old recreation and travel coaches sitting out there. And I have to thank all of you especially for fostering my love for this game and encouraging me to play, even though the opportunity was not readily available to me at my actual school. It has been an honor to be a member of this program, and I would like to thank every member of the community that has made this my defining high school experience. Just one story, and then I'm done. The day after I got home from our last game, I was a little emotionally distraught, as were all of us, so I did what I usually do, and I picked up a book that a friend recommended me. The novel was Boy 21 by Matthew Quick, and choosing to read it was an awful decision. The whole story is about basketball and how the main character ends up giving it up, and I finished reading it feeling worse than I did when I began. But it helped me realize even more why I love this game. One quote in particular sums it up. "I just keep shooting hoops, zoning out, pretending that I will never have to remember what happened before I began." That is the privilege and opportunity that we have as basketball players. For 2 hours, we get to forget any problems outside ourselves, our team, and the ball. We get to pursue a passion that we all share, and even if we do blister our feet, perspire like crazy, and risk worse injury, Jen, we live on the thrill of playing the ultimate team sport. And even better, we get to play as members of the Ocean Township girls basketball team. All of you who get to enjoy this privilege for another year, please don't underestimate the opportunity you have been given. I realize now that I can never again look out into stands and see a group of people rooting for me, don a team uniform with the whole community behind me. I can never again take for granted that I will see all of you tomorrow. Never tell myself that I have a chance to prove myself next practice or game. Never again spend hours shooting or dribbling to improve my percentages for another season. High school is fleeting, and time travels too fast when you're doing what you love. So enjoy and get the most out of every experience. Girls basketball in itself is a special sport for any team involved in it. But we at Ocean Township define it as something even more unique and identifiable. I love you girls like I love nobody and nothing else, and thank you so much for letting me be a part of you and Ocean Township girls basketball.
Eesha,